Alright, Shalom, 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 Shalom. Brother Gadal Gabari Howard, Brother Gadal Gabari Howard, some more precepts. First, I'm starting by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Ruch Kodash, which means all praise to the Heavenly Father, who the Word even calls God, in the name of His only begotten Son, who the Word even calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elder apostles of great millstone, still well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Strong shalom to the Icam out there on highways and byways, pushing His word in truth and sincerity. Strong shalom to the Akawath who subscribes to this truth, and the strong shalom to the speckled bear, which are you Israelite foreigners like the nations you're scattered into. Shalom, shalom. So as you see, this is gonna be a straight, quick hitter, Lord willing, is edifying. Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, the king of Salmanus, the king of Assyria, led away captives, and he carried them over the water, and so they came to another land. So, out of 722 BC, the northern kingdom brothers, the so-called Dominicans, the Guatemalans, the Panamanians, the so-called Puerto Ricans, the so-called Cubans, the so-called North American Indians, the so-called Seminole Indians, the so-called the Argentinians, the Chileans, the so-called Colombians, the Uruguayans, and the so-called Mexicans, man. Hey, they after that captivity, the Assyrian captivity, okay, they came over to the Americas, okay. But they took this counsel, verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves that they will leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. So they came over to keep the law, statutes, commandments, because they ain't keeping it in our own, in the motherland, okay? And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through the country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, in the same region is called Azareth. Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come. So come, man. So they over here to this day, man, the Americas, North and South America, man. Okay, Central America. The Northern Kingdom, okay? They're over here, man. Regardless if y'all are here full bear, man. Them are our brothers and sisters, okay? And I wanted to bring out that, hey, you Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters shouldn't be celebrating this day. Because this is a horrible day for y'all, okay? And I was going to bring out this article proving that, okay? This is the true dark history behind Thanksgiving, okay? It wasn't all peace and harmony between the Pilgrims and Native Americans, you Gadites, okay? As kids, many of us probably learned a sanitized version of the first Thanksgiving story, but it wasn't all peace, love, and pass the gravy. While it's true that the settlers at Plymouth and their allies from the Wampanoag tribe gathered in 1621 for an epic 3-day feast to celebrate the settlers' first successful harvest. That's far from the end of the tale. And so you hear about this? It's they talking about 1622, but 1619, hey, Judah was over here, okay? So hey, it wasn't no time of celebration, man. In kindergarten and beyond, we learned that English religious exiles began establishing civilization in the New World, winning over the local tribes with overtures of friendship, who then taught them how to grow crops to sustain their burgeoning society from that day forward. The real story is a lot more complicated, or a lot less kid-friendly. Okay, let's get into that. It's a lot less kid-friendly, man. Okay, because they were devils, man. Salakia. Alright, Khan. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 that I'm getting next. Alright, facts. Fact is the peace that brought the Wampanoag and the settlers together at the table wasn't as solid as we'd like to believe. And yeah, because they fucking devils, man. A lot of bloodshed took place both before and after that first feast. Today, many Native Americans and others mark Thanksgiving as a solemn day of remembrance instead of celebration. Yeah, man, it's a solemn day of remembrance, man, because our people was getting killed, man. There ain't no damn celebration, man. Our people was getting killed, man. Okay? Um, okay, here is the rest of the details on what went down after the plates were cleared in Plymouth, Massachusetts. At least 100 people came to dinner. You know, we ain't gonna need, okay. Let's see that, because I don't want to get into no follow. I want to get this straight to the point. Alright. Though a Wampanoag leader named Massaat first negotiated a treaty between the Plymouth settlers and the Wampanoag tribe in 1620, including an agreement that no one from either group would harm anyone from the other. They also agreed that when trading, the settlers would bring their guns and the natives would bring their bows and arrows to further ensure peaceful commerce. For many years, Massasoit and the Pilgrims remained allies, trading English goods for Wampanoag land, natural resources, and other assets. But the tides began to turn after Massasoit passed away in 1661 and his son Wamsuta took over. Wamsuta himself died mysteriously in 1662 while visiting the Puritans to discuss gathering tensions between the two groups. Atlas Obscura reports his successor Metacomet only fanned the flames. A treaty violation led to bloodshed. So these devils violated the treaty, man. Okay, it's the same thing they did when they first came over here. Told us we come in peace, but they gave got a smallpox, man. Had smallpox in the blanket, man. All type of other diseases, man. Because the Lord said He's gonna send a nation against us from afar, according to the curses, man. And you guys, and you Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters, hey, y'all was included in that. Y'all was included in that, okay? Like, so don't never get that confused. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 3. Start from verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and Yahweh requires that which is past. So He required the old things, man. Okay. So the same thing that these devils getting ready to do to us. Hey, it happened before, man. That's what this Thanksgiving, this dark, bloody Thanksgiving feast that Judah definitely about to have a bunch of greens with swine in it. Okay, and you Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters, y'all gonna be probably doing the same, man. Okay, that's folly, man. Come out of that. Come out of Babylon, man. Come out of that witchcraft. Okay, and all that you North Kingdom and you Southern Kingdom brothers and sisters forgetting. Hey, the Lord remember it, man, and we remember it, man. We remember all the bloodshed that happened on these so-called pagan holidays, these lie days, these like the brother said, GMS teach what was taught, okay? These whole lie days, okay? We don't know what's going on because it's the Lord, but the Spirit on the other apostles to tell us, okay? And we listen to the harpers. Verse 16, Ecclesiastes 3 and 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in my heart, Yahweh shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. So hey, it's a time there that you just 2/3 gonna get judged. It's a time that you Edomites gonna get judged. It's a time Amalekites gonna get judged. It's a time that all you nations gonna get judged on the sun, and 2/3 of our people, man, and the elect gonna be judged righteously, okay? But y'all gonna get the punishment that y'all deserve, Lord willing, we're not part of that number, okay? So, let me keep going with this article, then I was gonna close out. In 1675, 3 natives were executed after murdering a man who had served as a translator to the settlers. Yeah, because the natives were speaking Hebrew, man, and these settlers were speaking English, which only further inflamed tensions. Metacomet feared the natives would lose claim to more land and build a coalition to various native tribes to protect themselves. By the fall of 1675, they began to skirmish with settlers and attack settlements in Connecticut and Massachusetts. The Narragansett tribe wanted to remain neutral, but wouldn't agree to give up Wampanoag, who had taken refuge in their encampment, Slovakia, or refused to harbor women and children from the tribe seeking shelter from the conflict. As a result, the Puritan forces attacked the Narragansett stronghold, killing up to 600 natives and about 150 settlers in a bloody battle. All because they didn't want to give up somebody, man. All because they would want to protect their own kind, man, okay? That was it. Y'all should be pissed off with that. Fuck Thanksgiving, man. You should be mad as hell that these people did y'all like that, man. Cause we're pissed off, and I'm from the tribe of Judah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we was over here when all this was going on, okay? We was over here, man, and going in slavery, man. Okay? When y'all going through that same thing in slavery, man, yeah, they was doing a campaign on us, man. So y'all should be fucking mad, man. They was doing a fucking military campaign on us, man, wiping us out, man. You know, that shit don't fucking rattle your skin and what will, man. Okay, the conflict further devastated the population. What became known as King Philip's War ensued, so named after Metacomet's English moniker. Decimated both native tribes in the colonies. Wampanoag abducted settlers and held them on ransom, and settlers pillaged and destroyed native villages. Much of the colonies were burned and looted. An article in the Historical Journal of Massachusetts says the war's ultimate death toll could have climbed as high as 30% of the English population and half of the Native Americans in New England. It ended when Metacomet was killed, beheaded, and dismembered, according to it happening in Rhode Island. His remaining allies also got executed or sold into slavery in the West Indies, and the colonists impaled King Philip's head on a spike, displayed it in Parliament for 25 years as a macabre effigy to the strife. Native people never really recovered. So, hey, even though the battle was long, you brothers and sisters, the native tribes never recovered, man. It wasn't the only conflict between native peoples and the colonists. Other wars raged in Virginia, Connecticut, New York, and elsewhere, and the Native American population has never really recovered. For many, the settlers' arrival wasn't the beginning of a new world, but the end of one. That's right, man, because the Lord sent them against us, man. As curses, Deuteronomy 28, man, okay? Because we didn't want to hearken. And you know the kidding brothers and sisters didn't hearken either, man. Okay? There's nothing new under the sun, man. For many, the settlers, for that reason, Native Americans and supporters have gathered at noon on Coast Hill in Plymouth to commemorate National Day of Mourning on Thanksgiving Day since 1970. Okay, yeah, so I just really wanted to get into what happened during this time, man. Hey, Judah was over here and getting in slavery, and you Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters were in a battle for your life, slavery too, or a coalition battle, man. Okay, y'all was fighting, man. Y'all was fighting for the land, man. The land y'all supposed to have kept the law, statutes, commandments over here, man. Y'all was fighting for the land. You losing your life for that land, man. Okay, so again, this is not a day of celebration. It's a day of remembrance that what happened to our people in the day, man. To realize that this day is fucking fucked up, man. Okay, and another day that's coming up that's gonna be that's fucked up too, man. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna close out and get our praise on the glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakodash, which means all praise to the Heavenly Father, who the word we can call God, in the name of God's Son, who the word we can call Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstones, do well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Strong shalom to the I came out on the highways and byways, pushing the work in truth and sincerity. Strong shalom to the Akawa, subscribe to his truth, and strong shalom to the speckled bird, which all you Israelite foreigners like the nation you are scattered into. Shalom, shalom. Wa abab abal. Shalom, Israel.